Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Blackjack and Hookers in Europa Universalis IV. Okay, just maintain for now. That rebellion's kind of annoying. It'll take them a very long time. Starting at negative 63%. I'd really prefer to not have to go respond to that. This is mountains. We certainly don't want to attack into that. Yeah, like, I've given them this opportunity now to come back in and really do pretty well. Get you combined up, and I guess we'll just try to maneuver past it. See if we can force the fight to be in better provinces. Maybe get them to retreat from this. You know what? We don't need any more troops down here. And these guys are at pretty much full strength, so let's combine these into a 40. "94-day siege." Wow. Well, it was a level 2 fort, so shouldn't be too surprised. We certainly do not want to engage into the mountains there. Just go back on that fort. Oh, he broke his siege of this one. Interesting. We're now trading in tea. This is a lot of men that they have right here. And they are taking a penalty to engage us here in Chiaria. Okay. I'm going to leave half of the stack there to begin that siege, but we're going to reinforce with pretty much everyone else. And I'm assuming that Barat and the other guy are going to be pretty willing to come support us here. Now he's moving to engage us here. That's actually going to probably be a more important fight to reinforce. Let's maneuver past that. We can count on Barat to reinforce that one, but I've got to get up here to reinforce this one. Remember, we're using overseas expansion, which is it's a superiority CB, so we definitely do want to win more battles. We're already at 71 war score against Malacca, which is not going to be enough yet. Now 74. If we just make you into a protectorate, we're at negative 77 reasons right now, mostly due to ongoing battles. Well, not mostly, but it's a big factor. Too many free diplomats, yet again. I guess we'll go down the list, find people that we can improve with. People that don't like us. Barat's at, we could do a little bit there. Jared. Eventually we're going to want to integrate you, so let's get improved relations there. Jampur, we can't really do much else with. I mean, we could top off relations again, but that's not that important. Colonies are very loyal. They have 0 liberty desire right now. Wow. Relative power to Spain, 8%. Notice how the colonies are not grouping up based on all colonies, but the protectorates are. It's interesting. That's a few too many, I think. Yeah. We're actually out of manpower. Can you believe it? It finally happened. Wonder what kind of ideas. You know what? Maybe we have room for another policy. Until we finish administrative, we're not going to have the ability to do this, but just flat up increasing the national manpower modifier could be good. And we are very far ahead of on military, so we don't need the force limit. Global settler increase is really not necessary at this point. I guess we'll go ahead and take this. The land leader maneuver would also help out with supply weight, movement speed, all kinds of stuff like that. Bavaria is still continuing to be the emperor. Okay, we got peace with you. We'll go ahead and accept that. Malacca will drag Spain into war with Langjiang. Sounds good. We're going to gain 25 prestige from this, so let's take our highest. Unfortunately, this is going to increase our aggressive expansion because we're going to have less prestige during the peace deal. Notice that we're at 36 right now. It's going to piss off a lot of people. Who cares? But when we go through, we find highest liberty desire. Not Noop. So stupid that Noop has got the highest. Let's do like Barat. They have the most development, I believe. So we will placate local rulers twice, actually. We were going to get 36 aggressive expansion. Well, it's still showing 36. Really? Despite the fact that I have less aggressive expansion impact. Curious. We are in control of their war now against Langjiang. We're no longer enemies, sir. Let's just dock you up and get some repairs for a couple months. And we have subjects with high liberty desire now. So adding him to the mix puts Malacca at 52%. Well, they just became part of our thing. So let's go ahead and enable send officers. We don't need we do not need to divert trade from them just yet, but we want to. We definitely want to. So for now, let's improve relations with them as soon as we're allowed to. And then other than that, Noop is pissed, but we don't care about Noop. Noop doesn't matter. I'm not going to lose mercantilism. It looks like we're just going to lose the loyalty. Utapa. Can't grant land yet. Being blocked by a level 2 fort. How embarrassing. Let's go kick this guy out. You have siege value. This is a double stack, so we'll split it in half. This is also... What happened here? Maximum fort level we can siege with this army. 6. 4. I've never used that indicator before. Alright, so this must be 3 armies that got combined. Yeah, this one's messed up. This one's good. Let's just pull you off for now. Might have actually had that siege if I hadn't done that, but it's alright. There we go. No, that's not right either. Did some of my regiments get destroyed or something? Or was there an army down here that's imbalanced? We should have a multiple of 6. Or 26 divided by 6 is 21 regiments. 21 20 stacks is what we should have. I'm very confused by that. See, there's three infantry worth here. Yeah, okay, so we have 22 infantry stacks worth. 44 divided by 2 each is 22, and then 126 divided by 6 is 21. We're just missing 6 cannons, apparently. I don't know how that happened. So let's just do this. We'll pull, them over to here. That's quite a bit of war score right there. You're already on low. Let's just swipe peace. I don't really want anything from you at all right now. Unless, does Malacca have anything they want from Langzhang? The CB they used was Reconquest, so it's not really going to benefit us. We could try to get some prestige from it. That's actually kind of useful right now, so sure. So we're trying to force the members to be, you know, loyal. We're up to 19 out of 21. Now we just need metric tons of war score against Ming. Okay, once you get here, we're just going to have you stand still and build your 6 cannons. Not enough manpower. Huh. Well, I haven't done it in a long time, but we could piss off the nobility for a quick bump. We're going to just continue to press on despite the manpower shortage. I'm not going to worry about mercs either. That's one thing I want to do in my upcoming little mod that we're going to make for the AI is I want to make them more likely to build barracks, because one of the big issues the AI has is that they have a very hard time with money, right? They are constantly going bankrupt. And they're constantly like going deeply into debt, and then they're in this spiral where they have, you know, horrible finances. I think part of it is that they have this huge propensity to hire mercs, and they hire mercs when they run out of manpower. But the problem is that they waste all their building slots on stupid stuff, like shipyards, instead of building barracks. And one of the things I was noticing is that unless the province has like at least 4, 5, 6 manpower, base manpower in a province, the AI won't build barracks, which is stupid. Barracks are really good even if it's only got, you know, 1 or 2 manpower. Yeah, obviously it's better in the bigger ones, and you should prioritize the bigger ones. But having a bigger manpower pool means that you don't need to hire mercs. Not needing to hire mercs means that you save a lot of money. So it's the same thing as building a temple or something. It's certainly better than building a shipyard. Like, think about the way I build, right? One of the first things I built, just go look at some of the buildings that I've got. I have built, granted, these are damn near every building, but workshop, regimental camp, cathedral, the university doesn't really matter, a trade depot, and a training field, right? So we've got the military focus, we've got regimental camp, training field. Right? Every inland province should have these 2 things. And then we've got the 2 that give us money. We got the workshop and the temple. Right? It's not called a temple. What's stupid is that in the files they still call it a temple, but they've renamed it to a church. I don't know why. And then maybe a trade depot. What else could we build here if there was, I mean, any possibility for another slot? Maybe a manufactory, but those usually have a slower payoff, like return on investment versus a workshop or a church. And the other thing that's really stupid, and we're going to talk about this when we actually take care of this later on, but I want it to be on YouTube as well, is that the AI will build marketplaces if there's more than 5 trade power in a province. Okay? That sounds like pretty reasonable, right? Like if a province has low development, it's not going to have very much trade power. But the problem is that it's not factoring in the bonuses that you get. So you could have a low development province, and it'll get up to above 5 trade power because eventually you have mercantilism or you have economic ideas or something. And that's applying a modifier to the trade power. But the base trade power still sucks. And the temple, or sorry, the marketplace affects base trade power. It's an additive plus 50%. So it's incorrectly assuming that because you've got a whole bunch of modifiers, you should add another 50% modifier. What it should only assume is based on the amount of raw trade power in the province, because that's what it's going to benefit. And so I'm going to change all that too. We're going to make it so that the AI pretty much only builds marketplaces when the province has an estuary or a center of trade, or if it's got like, you know, a lot of freaking base trade power, like 3.4. So if you have 17 development, that gives you 3.4. We want it to basically have like, I don't know, a solid 4 or 5 trade power from development before you're going to build a marketplace. Like, because look, I mean, I've got a coastal province here. I don't have a marketplace here. Why the hell would I build a marketplace here? Like, if I built a marketplace here, which I don't even have room for, by the way. We have a training fields and we have a cathedral and a dock. There's no shipyard. There's no freaking trade. Like, this would be a province that the AI would prioritize a marketplace on. It's just stupid. It's the wrong thing to build. A player would not do that. You'd rather have the dock, right? Because once you have the dock, it gives you more naval force limit. When you have more naval force limit, you build more trade ships. When you have more trade ships, you get the same trade power you would have gotten from the marketplace, but you also have more naval power, which means that you're less likely to lose in a war against another person who has naval power. So always err on the side of having more power, more military ships. Even if they're trade ships, you've seen me all the time. I'll use my trade ships as if they're military ships. Just engage. Take 200 light ships. You take 200 light ships and you throw them at like 20 heavies, they're probably going to win. And that's good enough. Then you just build more. And then 90% of the time when you're at peace, well, not now. Well, you're only probably at peace 10% of the time, but 90% of the time that the ships aren't needed for war, they're doing their job protecting trade. Now, we are going to be the defender or the offender? 20th? We're going to be the offender. That'd be bad. We're still a little bit shy on manpower. 26,000 manpower on the whole. Oops. You know what? It happens. We're going to win this war, and he's going to like it. War score from battles is not very good right now. I mean, we've got some pretty massive protectorate armies here now. And, I mean, assuming Malacca can be brought in. Are they happy yet? Yeah, Malacca's happy. Malacca, I need you to go up and, fight Ming. Ah, shoot, you weren't supposed to move because we're training cannons for you. Crap. I mean, they're going to have a hard time winning these battles. I mean, I have to help. But at the same time, we're getting really thin. The other thing that's really stupid is the AI will force march pretty much every army that's over, like, 5 regiments. I mean, they're not in this case right here, but I was looking through the defines, and they do that quite often as well. Like, they force march all the time. So there goes all their monarch points. That's dumb. Korea. You know what's funny is it says right here, this leader is in combat and cannot be reassigned. But there's been times where, like, you can still unappoint leaders when you're not supposed to be able to. I'd really like to have a leader available. Let's go ahead and hire another guy. Oh, wow. Yes, please. Thank you. We'll go over the limit for a moment. We'll fire the weakest. Luis. We very nearly have them done. You know, like, I'm out of manpower, but I'd be willing to bet Ming's pretty much out of manpower as well. Ming has 500 manpower, 72 mercenaries. Holy crap. Granted, Ming's doing pretty well on income, right? They've got 88 ducats a month in income. I don't know how they could possibly support 90-some mercenaries, though. 73 mercenaries. I don't think they can. Alright, so what's blocking us here? This fort? Okay, move on that one. Having a level 4 siege guy is going to be quite useful as well. Did I say level 4? I meant level 2. I'm a little bit off on my words today. I'm a little bit focused on other things. Sorry. Yeah, eventually that did fall. I'll have to deal with that at some point. It's not a big issue right now. We're a little bit busy with this war and our negative 35,000 manpower. And we do want to be cleaning up these little 2 stacks because they do still count for 3 war score. And you got the 2 siege value. We've already got 1 siege value there. Why don't you go help out that army? This army's waiting on 1 more cannon. Where did it go? Oh, we didn't have enough manpower for it, that's right. Alright, well for now you're just going to be a little bit weak. Navy should be fully repaired. Yeah. Well, we finished one of the wars. Next episode we'll probably finish this war, but we're going to have to take a break here. I'll see you again in the next video. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.